Stemming from the mainline series of Japanese language modules that span from Japanese 1 up to Japanese 6, Business Japanese 2 is treated as a side grade if not a slight upgrade to Japanese 6. By the way, there is no Business Japanese 1, it got cancelled, but the naming stuck. You're able to take this module if you have already taken Japanese 5 or Japanese 6, though it is very much preferable for students to have taken Japanese 6 before this to make the transition easier. Just like all the other Japanese language modules, it has 1 lecture and 2 tutorials every week, making it a commitment of 6 hours per week, save for holidays or special circumstances. You'll make use of these 3 sets of learning materials during the semester. Business no Tame no Nihongo is the main textbook, containing examples of business conversations to practice during tutorials. Each chapter is split between conversations amongst colleagues and conversations with outside clients, with the difference being the level of politeness required. Also contained in the book are the texts that are tested in lecture quizzes, and most of the vocabulary tested in vocab quizzes. Try Nihongo Noryoku Shiken N2 is a textbook containing vocabulary and grammar patterns that appear in level N2 of the Japanese language proficiency test. For a lot of businesses in Japan, N2 is the level that they are looking for in foreign hires. Lastly, the student packet. This contains a whole lot of valuable information regarding the module's overall schedule, main project tasks, business email writing tips, job interview tips, Keigo exercises, business Japanese proficiency test exercises, and a chapter from another textbook about graphical and product explanations that serves as the final chapter of the syllabus. Fun fact, this is also the first time that you get to see the grade composition of a Japanese language module, with tutorial participation, vocab quizzes, lecture quizzes, and Padlet entries accumulatively netting 30%. Finals, oral tests, listening comprehension quizzes, and the company presentation adding to 50%, and the remaining 20% going to other project tasks of emailing and proposal documents. Speaking of project tasks, the main project of this module is to interview a Japanese firm and present the findings during the final presentation. The process involves drafting up questions to ask the company with an overarching team to tie it all up, visiting their office to interview their director and team in formal business Japanese, writing up a 8-minute long group presentation with regards to your findings, and doing the presentation with them and all the other directors from all the other companies present. I am not joking about that last part. To help you out in terms of your use of Keigo, your group is accompanied by a Japanese university student. They came to Singapore for a short while to visit, and their trip was paid entirely out of pocket. There was no subsidies by their school, by their government, by their prefecture, anything. They saved up money by working part-time and came here just so that they can visit Singapore. Mad respect. The interview in the company office and the presentation was really stressful since we didn't want to screw it up in front of actual professionals, so I really appreciated all the help that we got. Apart from the main project, we also learned how to go through job interviews, chiefly on a 1-minute self-introduction with the accompanying Q&A. Overall, this was an extremely dense module. There was a lot to be covered, and with so little time, there were things that had to get lower priorities. One of which was business manners. Apart from getting the crash course to make sure that we don't act like bumbling idiots in front of actual professional businessmen, the rest is self-learning through uploading YouTube guides onto Padlet so that we can see each other's work. This was really the weakest link in my opinion. The other thing that was not prioritized was N2 grammar. Time constraints meant that we had to blast through the chapters in the last 10 minutes of the tutorials, with questions to be self-marked by referencing the answers found at the end of the book. Of course, the grammar patterns and new vocabulary was also tested in the finals, which was kind of annoying. The oral test consists of relaying a message from a telephone call, the explanation of given graphs or products, as well as the 1-minute self-introduction, which we have done in the tutorials before. The finals paper consisted of learned vocabulary, kanji writing and pronunciation, listening comprehension, changing parts of conversations and texts into Keigo, sentence formation, business manners, and a short essay section which required us to write a business email. All in all, it was a doozy. And on that note, we conclude this review on Business Japanese 2. Like if you found this helpful, subscribe for more guides, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Till next time, take care.